Peace, peace. What's good? Greetings, greetings, everyone. All right, I didn't expect to come on, but since I'm on, and it's on, then it's on. All right, the immortal words of BedX. It's on. All right, let me see. All right, but anyway, in the meantime, between time, I'm only coming on for a few minutes just to get. Oh, let me find me an instrumental. Hold on. I don't think that's an instrumental. I don't know what that is. All right, so I'm only coming on for a few minutes, so I'm gonna wait for this thing to populate, and then we're gonna talk for just a minute. All right, found me an instrumental. All right, peace, everyone. I'm not waiting for no special time or anything. I'm just waiting for it to populate a little, because I'm only gonna be on here for a few minutes. I'm right in the middle of completing this song. So, all right. Gregory Wells, what's good? NXTX, what's happening? Robbie, Mr. Blue, not green, not purple, but blue. Camden Walker, Dina Brown, Ellie Allen, Mr. Hassan Burton, what's good, man? Quan, what's she doing up? It's not even late, it just feels late. All right. All right, so check this out. Trying to heal. Okay, well, yeah, it takes a quiet moment, some quiet time, some downtime, some rest. Yeah, that's what I had to do Friday. It's just sit still for a minute. In any event, all right, so starting on September 12th, I am going to break down my book. I'm turning the book into a workshop. All right, so I'm not going to do the workshop online. The workshop has to be done in person. It's a 2, 4, and 6 hour workshop, and it's mainly designed for fathers and their sons, fathers and their stepsons, fathers or uncles who are there in the home with stepchildren, their own children, nephews, cousins, or whatever. So we're talking older man to young man situations. All right. So that's the workshop. It's called the Warriors Song. I'm doing the Warriors class online on the 12th, the 19th, the 26th, and October 3rd. All right. So I'm just going to break down what each class is going to consist of. It's going to be online. It's relatively cheap. It's only $10 a class. All right. So what I'm going to kind of go into in each class is something different, because I'm going to go outside of what I put in the book. All right. It's going to be outside of what I put in the book. I'm going into the book. I'm using the book as a platform, a reference point, but then again, I'm adding on. All right. So a Warriors Tapestry, as y'all know, is a cultural tool for parents, teachers, coaches, guidance counselors, mentors, jegnas. It's used as a guide to just help, and you can use the things in this book to incorporate into your rites of passage program and bringing young men into manhood. You may even take it and bring women, young girls, into womanhood. All right. So I'm breaking the book down in 4 classes starting September 12th. That's Thursday night at 7 o'clock, September 12th. All right. So I'm going to go into the whole idea of ancestors and veneration. Not worship, but looking at what the ancestors, who the ancestors are, what the ancestors gave us, and how the ancestors can guide us from wherever they are. All right, I'm going to dive into the this concept of setting up an altar, and I would actually like to set up an altar, like, live. Let's set it up. Let me show you what goes into setting up an altar. I want to talk briefly about religion and spirituality, and then we're going to get into knowing versus belief. All right, all of which are in my book, A Warrior's Tapestry, but we're going to go deeper into it with the visual presentation that I want to give. I want to talk about the pledge, and I want to talk about taking the oath. I talked about taking the oath on this when I talked about the Illuminati, but what does it mean to take the oath in reference to pledging, and taking the oath in reference to moving the individual and the group forward? All right. And then September, that's on the 12th. Then September 19th, I'm going to dive into inner obtainment. What is it that you want to obtain? All right. Because what is it that you want to obtain? Once we identify that, we can dive into what is your assignment? What's your life and your purpose? What's your mission statement? What's your purpose? What is your game plan? All right. Then how do we manage the time in order to bring about the maximum end result in reference to setting your game plan in motion and accomplishing those goals? And then if you're only school educated or educated by the institutions in America, is that any different from going into the workforce and being trained? All right. Is that anything different than getting a knowledge of self and teaching and educating yourself? All right. And then what we're going to do is cement all that together with knowing how to meditate. All right. Knowing the purpose of what a prayer is. All right. And sending the energy out as a prayer and receiving it in your meditative state. All right. And then that's on the 19th. And then on the 26th, all right, diving back into the book and then going over what kind of health you have to maintain in order to begin this, see it through, all right, and make sure and make your practices of what you do every day, as far as your rituals, as far as your health is concerned, it becomes part of your life. Not just something you do on Thursdays and Fridays. Not something you do one day a week and one day on the weekend. No. Like, for example, I'm practicing having a plant-based diet and a vegan lifestyle. That has to be my lifestyle. Then we're going to dive into mental slavery and answer the question whether or not it's a prison of the mind. Then we're going to talk about cognitive dissonance. We're going to go into goals and keys and how to obtain the goal. Then we have to press the pause button and dive into what's the code. Because we still have to go out in the street. We still got to go to school. We still got to go to work. All right. What code are we living by? All right. Then, hold on 1 second. Yes, sir, bro. I'm doing a class. I'm doing a talk right now on my show. Give me a call back in 1 hour, man, so we can make sure that happens tomorrow morning. All right. All right. Peace, good brother. Peace. Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing an interview with that brother concerning the Warrior's Tapestry. All right. That brother had me in his classroom in Compton, California, and I'm planning on going back. But anyway, we need to talk about sports and entertainment and then the ego. We need to talk about sports and entertainment, and we need to talk about financial planning and financial restrictions. We need to talk about the economics of sports and music and the cultural connection. And what do we owe our people? That's on September 26th. And then October 3rd, we're going to start October 3rd off with a bang. We're going to be talking about social media, digital heroin. Shaking my damn head. We're going to be talking about the effects of the cell phone and the media and that kind of thing. And then we're going to dive into just basically getting a knowledge of self. And we're going to be talking about You Are the Book as we break down a book list, 5 different categories, a movie list, 3 different categories. And then we're going to dive into the elders that are still among us. All right. And all of this is happening every Thursday starting the 12th at 7 o'clock from 7 to 8:30. All right. We're going to lay out over 60 books and reference 60 books. So we're going to give a book list out, a DVD list out, a movie list out, a social media list out, a website list out. $10 a class. So we're going to lay out books, about 5 or 6 different categories on the books that you have to have. So it's important that if you're just starting out, you want to know what books to read. I'm going to lay them out and probably lay out where you can get them from. I'm going to lay out health books. I'm going to lay out like books that's hard to come by, such as Black Mama and the Creation by Dr. Suzanne. These are little small pamphlets you can get a hold of, and I'm telling you, it'll advance you. All right. Just books like this book, the book your church doesn't want you to read, which is a thicker book. I have book 1 and book 2. So we're going to dive into those books. It's just, we got to set a basic book list out on the books that you have to read. All right. So the books that you have to read. All right. So, and then we're going to lay out, some books that, the secondary books, I call them. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share, fam. Thank you, Quan. All right. And then we have to go over who are all of those ancestors, and who are those elders that among us that we should be tapping into. All right. So we're going to lay that list out. All right. And there's a whole bunch of other things that we're going to dive into using the platform of a Warriors Tapestry, and we're going to move beyond the Warriors Tapestry. All right. So mark the date down, September 12th at 7 o'clock, September 26th, 19th, and September 26th, and October 3rd. All right. It's only $10. You can go to PayPal, www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. It's only $10. All right. If you can't make the classes, pay for the class, and I'll make sure I send you the class via email where you can view the class if you can't take the class. All right. So respond to the flyer, respond to the announcements on this platform, respond to the commercial that I'm putting out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. All right. And it's only $10. You can take one class, you could skip one, or you could pay for all 4 at one time, or just one at a time. All right. What we have to continue to do is make it easier for people to take the classes and get the information. But we have to get back into the habit of supporting one another. I think $10 a class is fair. All right. We have to change the date on me interviewing Soleil. Is going to be this Wednesday instead of this Thursday, because both of us have some things to do. I'm planning to sit down with Chubb Rock, and we're going to map out this radio show that we plan to do, so I can do an extension of Sirius Mindz, not only on this platform, but hopefully on terrestrial radio. So hopefully that will work out so we can reach the vast majority of our people. October 5th, we're going to be at the Locks Conference in Philly. And there's a few other things that's coming up. I don't know them off the top of my head, but every Wednesday night, of course, y'all already know, Mic Check 1212. Every Tuesday and Thursday is the Sister Cipher. And there's a plethora of information that's out there that we're going to go over and just kind of keep people up to date on what's going on. All right. So now we have to be very mindful to support independent media. All right. And platforms like this. You may not take the class, but pass the flyer on so we can get other people to take the class. All right, it's Professor Griff, and I'm signing out. Didn't want to be on here long. I wanted to talk about 15 minutes to get this information out about a Warriors Tapestry class. All right, starting September 12th. So I'm going to be on every day, just giving tidbits on what we're going to go over in the class so we can get people to sign up for the class. You know, Black people are slow to move. We'll wait until the day of in order to take the class. All right. If you are on this platform and you've benefited from the Sunday school thing I do every Sunday morning, if you benefited from the Sister Cipher, if you benefited from what I do with Shane and Quan every Monday, every Wednesday, and the Freestyle Fridays, then just leave a donation on here, or just go to www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp, or go to my website, www.professorgriff.me. All right, ProfessorGriff.me. Just www.professorgriff.me. All right, I've gotten a notice from some people that they've donated, and but it's not supposed to be even exchange. I don't know what you get from the programming every week. So this is why I said, okay, if you feel like you need something in return, just donate and purchase the hat. I'll get the hat out to you. I'm doing a sale this week for the next 7 days. Just purchase the hat. I knocked $10 off, and I'm covering the shipping and handling. It's $25. All right. If you hit my PayPal, if you hit my Cash App, make sure you send me your email address so I can thank you and correspond with you to get your physical address to send you the hat. All right. $25 flat for the hat. And of course, I announced earlier that I have books on sale. I think it's Symbology. Where's my Symbology book at? I think it's up under, no, wow, way under here. My Symbology book. Analytics and a Warrior's Tapestry. All right. This $25 flat. I'll cover the shipping and handling. A Warrior's Tapestry is $20, and Analytics is $20. I'll cover the shipping and handling, like I'm gonna cover the shipping and handling on the hat. All right. I got to get rid of 50 of them hats. I'm sitting on them. They just sitting around. All right, family. So tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody else. Support independent media. All right. It's Professor Griff. I'm signing out. Love y'all to life. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. Seriously, I'm going to cover Labor's Day tomorrow. And we're going to cover 2 other subjects tomorrow. We're talking about Byron Allen tomorrow. We're going to tie that into labor, and we're going to tie that into some other things. All right. All right. Professor Griff, I got to get out of here and get back to this music. Love y'all to life. Peace. This is Professor Griff for Sirius Mindz. For Sirius Mindz. See, somebody donated the $10 already. I got to know who. Give me some information so I can sign them up for the class. I have a few people that has already sent money for the digital library. I got to get y'all's information. If you sent in a donation for the digital library, email me at Sirius Mindz info so I can send you the information to put in your digital library. All right? Hit me up at SiriusMindzinfo@gmail.com. Great filibuster. Send me an email, bro, so I can put you on the list. All right? If you have children, nephews, nieces, cousins, or whatever, you got to take the class so you can get them the information. All right? If nothing else, get the book list and come on that night when we're building the altar, and let's see how you build the altar. All right? All right. Love y'all to life. I got to get ready to get out of here. Peace. All right. Deuces. All right, Quan. Peace. Shout out Shane Shakur. Peace, Quan. Peace.